Well, as many of you likely know, I posted this raw clip yesterday with a few supporting pictures, but really what Sajid Javid comes out with needs to be gone over. Desmond Swain rightly asks him why his department has a job advert up for a deputy director delivery lead for the COVID pass, or vaccine passport as it should be called, which ended up with Sajid Javid completely flapping. Now, as you might remember, this jab passport nonsense was introduced in 2021, despite government ministers, including Dr. Evil himself, saying that it would never happen.
I'm pleased to say that we will not be going ahead with plans for vaccine passports.
Yes, they lied, though thankfully they only got it in place for a few venues, but the fact it's still hanging around should tell you all they hope to keep this in place and not for bat flu jabs either. This, if you ask me, was an easy way to use fear to mainstream tracking your movements and shift the Overton window towards 1984 a little bit more. Since then, various tosspots from government to WEF fuckpigs have talked about a carbon footprint tracking app which a jab passport could become with just a few lines of code changed, I'm willing to bet. Of course, Sajid Javid's answer to Desmond Swain's question, while being a complete word salad, is actually telling for a few reasons, so let's see the clip again and quickly go through it as I should have done yesterday. I literally just didn't have the time.
Desmond Swain.
Why is his departmental leadership advertising for a deputy director delivery for a COVID pass? What's that about?
My honourable friend, in asking that question, I believe the reason that the department is keeps that under review is that although the pass has stopped and there's absolutely no prospect, I could say, of ever it coming back into place, that it is right that when we wind this down and work on the digital resources, that all things that are necessary are looked at appropriately.
Well, first I say well done to Desmond Swain for asking this question, even if I think he could ask these ministers 30 questions that he doesn't bother asking. It's still good that he bothered to ask a real question at all. As you've likely noticed, 99% of MPs really don't bother asking any real questions, so him doing it is good, even if I still don't trust the guy. But then again, I don't trust any MP, as you likely know. Of course, being a good and useful question, Sajid Javid literally appeared to shit the bed with his and ahhing before claiming they need new staff to help wind it down, because in his own words, they can't ever see it coming back. That, I've got to tell you, tells me that they plan to bring it back at some point, because every time the government says they won't do something, they literally end up doing it, what, a week or a month later or something like that. Then, of course, you have to remember what he said at the very end regarding the digital resources, which to me and many of you sounds like they're planning a different digital health app that no doubt will be tied into carbon footprints and all that lunacy to create our own type of social credit system. Now, following this question being asked, it seems the job offer itself has actually been taken down, but the fact it's been up for a while already could just mean they've closed applications for it and will hire from the people who previously applied. The advert being removed does not mean they ain't hiring for this position anymore, which I'm sure many of you already know. Now, obviously, Sajid Javid sounded like he was talking shit throughout his response by literally muttering and stuttering, which means in future I expect they'll be more careful running campaigns for jobs relating to it, so we have to keep our eyes open for any we might see going forward, but for now I'm gonna love you and leave you there. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to let me know what you think down in the comments section below, subscribe if you ain't already, and I hope to see you all in the next one.